does look like I have another 6-player coming. We will be doing Hunt. It will be on Fusion Plant.
Ooh.
Hey, Chio.
Man.
Oy.
So right now we're going to be doing. We were going to use my randomizer, but we're going to do a tier 1 variation standoff. So the monster is going to be Meteor Goliath, and then all the tier 1 variations. So Mad Mags, Rogue Val, Blitz Markov, and Tech Sergeant Hank. And we're going to do a standard Fusion Plant hunt with no special map effect because I want to see this in action.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be recording this, but my computer just told me I was running out of hard drive space, so I had to stop.
No worries. I'll eventually post it up. It's on my Twitch VOD, and then I'll be posting these on my YouTube channel.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'll be posting my perspective on the YouTube channel too once I, edit the footage and such. So should I
Once
be
again,
should I be monster or hunter? Is it up to me?
It's up to whoever
Monster.
wants to grab him.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be a hunter then. Because somebody grab the monster.
So those of you joining, this is a Saturday Evolve Jam session. I will be doing these regularly every single Saturday for the foreseen future, as well as my coaching with Cal. This week is going to be a little bit shorter. It normally will go on for longer, but I am doing some role-playing today with some of my friends. So we're doing character creation today, and then we should be gaming on Friday night, so it shouldn't interfere with my Saturday Evolve game sessions. That being the case, I do have a self-built randomizer. It randomizes the map, the mode, the map perks, as well as the team roster. So this is basically just a bunch of people on PC. They're having a lot of fun. We're not trying to go and become super Gosu, uber elite. I'm excited for this. This is actually going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited for this one. And so if you are on PC, feel free to add me, MaddCowQQ, on Steam. I'm the cow with the chainsaw, and I'll add you to our Steam group, and we'll be able to go ahead and get people from the roster at that time. Okay, sorry, doing maintenance. Some people messaged me through Steam. I'm inviting people to the group, the Evolve Jam session, and we are good to go. I am really excited for this one. I'm my fan. Okay, so here we go with Meteor Goliath. Looks like Meteor Goliath has 1 rock, leap, and fire. Pretty standard. I sometimes see 1 in charge if they feel like they need to get the monster away. Monster doing a little bit of sneaking, but then immediately goes loud. I figure that if you're going to be sneaky for a good while, but don't try and be, because like that's a few seconds shorter. I mean, I guess it makes it. Actually, no, I take that back. That's actually pretty good. This person. I'm assuming, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that he knows what he's doing, and as such, he snuck for a little while. 1, because it's not super obvious prints at the start, but also because it gives time for wildlife to spawn, which is the biggest slowdown for monsters when they actually get onto the map itself. So 9 food, already halfway-ish there, and getting ready to evolve. Gets the feeding perk with capacity, and movement speed. Capacity on this group, very interesting. Dead Rebirth, looks like that they are splitting off. Rogue Val by himself. Monster looks like it is going back. I think that he saw the trapper. Ooh, this could be really bad. Maggie, oh, wow. The medic all by himself. This actually could be very, very scary. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, well, but the monster's just going to hit and run away. I feel like that he could probably have engaged, especially with the trapper being that far back, that would have been a free, easy kill for the monster. Really, really lucky that the monster didn't commit. I guess he just didn't feel like he was going to. But if I saw the medic by themselves and no assault, I probably would have. I would have risked getting domed at stage 1 just to take out the medic. Even if I only got 1 strike, that's still not terrible. I think it's cute. His tail matches his head. It's like he's walking backwards. There we go. Monster going towards the sloth area. There is a lot of good monkeys over here, as well as the 2 meats with the striders. And it looks like he's trying to be sneaky. We're going to be talking quieter so we don't give away his position. 'Cause he's right here, chick. Chio, you see him. You see him. No, you don't see him. Aw, and the monster sneaks away. I do love the skin on this. I do like a lot of the cosmic skins and a lot of the particles on them. They look really nice, like the little stars and speckles on it. Makes it look very interesting. And there we go. Monster going to get clean away here. Going to be able to evolve a really, really easy evolve here. The hunters are not going to be anywhere close to doming. And it does look like it's going to be a free stage 2 for these gentle people. There you go. Landing for the moon. And here we go. Evolving with a nice 3-meat snack right there. Something that most people don't know is when you evolve, as soon as the timer hits 0 and you're breathing fire in the air or your tentacles are flaying around when you're a kraken, you can actually press the eat button and you're actually eating during that animation. It actually gives you a couple of seconds, but that's only if you're immediately on the food and you can just press a button to eat. But it is something interesting for most people to know because a lot of people don't necessarily know that, which is a nice little, it gives you an extra second or 2, but sometimes that can make all the difference, especially if the hunters are on your heel, because that would have given him from like a few bars to here, all the way to a little bit more than half, which makes a big difference if he got domed. And here we go. Meteor Goliath setting the food ablaze. Oh, and there's a space laser. Space laser tracking the monster, and it's going to stop tracking. Oh, nope, he's not far enough yet. So there is actually a range on that where it'll stop tracking, and so if you go over somewhere that has height, like if you were to ever space laser right here, and then he goes under here, it'll get stuck up there because it's too far away to track him. And here we go, first dome, stage 2, full armor, Meteor Goliath versus tier 1 adaptations, and let's see, most of the hunters, it looks like Tech Sergeant Hank, half health right now, but it looks like the rest of his team does have a good amount of shields. Mr. Towley under focus fire here. And the leap smash does barely clip. Rock throw, follow up, misses, and it does look like the Rogue Val is going to be able to get a little bit more healing out of there. Monster at half armor. The Hunter's doing a pretty decent job of keeping up pressure. Tech Sergeant Hank does not have any more cloak, and this is going to probably make him go down very, very shortly. Unfortunately, that trap does not make the monster stop, and it does look like Chio does go down. Tech Sergeant Hank, 1 strike. Monster at armorless now, 1 bar of health gone, and it does look like Blitz Markov struggling to keep up. And look at that poison damage. That poison damage really adds up. I was actually debating about the Elite Wildlife perk with this team. Imagine Mad Mags and Rogue Val and Tech Sergeant Hank with the poison, with the Toxicount buff. I think that would be an incredible amount of just sustained, lingering damage from all of the sources, which is kind of amazing. So Fire Breath does not burn that structure, actually, but you can just walk into it. And Monster getting pinged a little bit by damage is going to get away. 2 bars of health for 1 strike on Tech Sergeant Hank. Now, Tech Sergeant Hank is not as important to go after, in my opinion, in the middle of a fight as regular Hank. And the reason why is because at stage 3, if you want to strike on somebody, you don't really care about Tech Sergeant Hank. Like, yeah, the shields are up, but once the shields are up, he himself is not a super high priority target. Whereas the other 3 definitely are. So it is pretty good. It is only 2 bars of health for 1 strike, but I feel that the strike is probably on one of the weaker people of the team right now. Monster looks like he's going to actually try and commit, going after the assault, an entire Tech Sergeant shield, plus the personal shield shortly after. I'm not sure if he realized that that's what it is. Dome does go down. That's a fantastic dome throw as the monster was barely going away, and he probably doesn't realize that the assault has his personal shield. He should be popping it almost any second now. Any second now. Wait, that was his personal shield? Oh, wow, he did use his personal shield. I thought that was Tech Sergeant Hank's shield. Oh, and that mine is going to catch the full force. Assault down. Now, the monster can probably body camp. The rest of the team does have a little bit of a lighter DPS. And there goes Daisy, fixing to pick up Web Impulse. And Monster has 2 strikes against the Hunters versus about half health for the Monster. Monster not quite ready to evolve, so this is a really good engagement. Hunter's doing a really good job of chip damage, but unfortunately 1 strike on the Assault. Assault gets smacked with a rock as well. And there goes Daisy, breathing fire on the Monster. Fire versus fire, Godzilla versus Gidzilla. I have no idea what the hell that means. And there we go, that orbital laser forcing the Monster getting away. And there we go, Dome goes down just in the nick of time. Really good timing for Beham. Does end up hitting a mine, taking off 3/4 of a health bar, and the Monster going away with a lot of scratches. That was a fantastic engagement for the Hunters. They were starting to pull together and doing some really good damage at the end. And the Monster going into the jungle. Oh, nice snipe shot from Val from across the map. Any little bit of damage helps, and her poison is just an amazing ability. I love both Val and regular Val. They're just very fun characters for me to play, whether it's tranking or poisoning. So the Monster is full evolve, but looks like he is armoring up. He might not be sure of whether he wants to actually evolve here, and so it does look like the Monster is going to try and sneak away, but he's going to get a face full of medic in just a moment here. And the Monster sniffing. They should be able to hear the sniffing right now, and they need to be careful. They did get juked once before. Oh, and there goes the Monster. Monster's tail might have gotten spotted here, and the Monster, and it does look like the Monster is going to get away. Dead. So close. Oh, they must have heard that. They didn't hear that. Oh, the Monster, once again, great jukes by Beham here. And they did a fantastic job. So someone's pinging where the Monster was, but it looks like that they are, in fact, going to go away. And Daisy Cam over here with that flamethrower running towards where the Monster is going to evolve. The Monster are going to evolve in this back corner, slightly different place as usual. If Hank was to do his orbital barrage there, that would do a lot of damage right there. That would be a pretty good guesstimation, but it could do a significant amount of damage, so just be very careful. Probably under that bridge would have been slightly better just in case, but it doesn't look like they followed up on it. 3 points into everything except for charge. I do like charge slightly better than leap smash just because I'm horrible with leap smash, but I think leap smash is better of all the abilities. I'm not sure if having 1 point in charge would have been worth it. They don't have a lot of slows on their team, but even having 1 point in charge, at least that gives you 1 extra ability as well. Because Meteor Goliath's cooldowns take so long, having 4 skills instead of 3 I think is a little bit better than having 3 maxed out skills. And there we go. Leap Smash onto Mr. Tally and the Assault. Rock Throw followed up. Mr. Tally going down. Looks like the Monster is just wants to get the dome down and is leaving off. He does not want to finish, does not want to do a final engagement, and is deciding to run off. Looks like he'd had some hesitation there. I'm not quite sure what it is. So 1 strike on everybody except for the medic, and the Monster stage 3, less than half health. Still looks like it is slightly favored for the Hunters right now, just because the medic does not have any builds. The nice thing about Meteor Goliath is that Rogue Val's healing is a little bit better versus Meteor Goliath than regular Goliath. The original Goliath has a lot of good burst damage. Meteor Goliath's damage is slightly less burst, but more over time. And I think that Rogue Val can cope with that a little bit better than regular Val, just because regular Val is a little bit better for burst. So very interesting matchup here. And Mammoth Bird almost gets a smack off on the monster. Monster almost at full armor. And it looks like that they might be ready to go toe-to-toe. Looks like they will be setting up. And where are they setting up? I think that they are setting up in exactly a great spot. I really like up here. And the reason why... is there anybody up there? So this little building up here, you can actually shoot from the top of this building onto the relay. So the monster has to come to you, can't throw a rock without getting outside, and forces the monster to fight out. I love this area. A lot of other people like this area as well, but I think against Goliath, this one's a little bit better just because there's a lot of verticality, which means you can avoid a lot of flame and rock throws because of it. And you can't leap smash from up here, but on this side, those buildings are small enough that you can leap smash on top of the actual building in question. Okay, so Meteor Goliath slowly sneaking and making his way to the back. Tech Sergeant Hank has everybody shielded, even Fair Daisy. And it looks like that the monster is trying to ascertain how to engage. So the monster will be getting pinged very shortly. The assault should have seen the monster. There we go. The mines are in interesting areas. Oh, go right into that. Oh, the assault about to go down. Pops his personal shield. Really good focus on to the assault. Medic is spotted, and the monster. Ooh, orbital. I would love to see an orbital just to help protect the assault here. The assault's probably going to go down. Probably should go up there. Should not be going backwards. Being in the water helps prevent the dot damage, but it does look like that the assault is in fact going to go down. That will be his second strike. If Rogue Val can get slightly closer, might be able to go ahead and pick him up and res him. But it does look like that the monster is... Oh, Dome comes down. Interesting choice for the Dome. I probably would not have thrown it. One, you rarely want to throw a Dome when the monster is focusing on you because that will be a very short-lived experience. A monster gets his strikes and leaves without taking any permanent damage. Monster doing a really good job of making sure that he doesn't take any permanent damage in this engagement. It does look like he is going to go back off, recharge his armor, and then go back in now that he's got 2 more strikes, 1 more on the assault, 1 more on the trapper. I do like the pressure from the hunters, forcing the monster to stop feeding. And here we go. Monster ready to go ahead. 95% armor, just about close enough to 100. And looks like he is going to go ahead and try and engage. And let's see where their positioning is. Once again, Assault. I'm not sure where Assault is going. Assault, I don't know where Assault is going. Daisy goes down almost instantly. Nice harpoon turret. And here comes Blitzmarkov. Should be able to go ahead and get up to a gold up here. And there we go, getting some nice damage in there. But it does look like Trapper completely melted, and support being focused now by the monster. And there we go, Assault getting a dose of medicine. Dead doing a great job of roaching. You can definitely tell that he's doing a really good job of avoiding the monster. Monster doesn't really seem to be focused on him. Nice dodge once again by Dead. Dead, obviously having played against good monsters before in tournaments, doing a really good job of trying to survive as much as possible. Does look like that the medic is going to get super focused now, and Tech Sergeant Hank is nowhere to be seen. He looks like he is going to run off. Going to try and see if he can survive for a minute. I just throw an orbital laser. There you go. And there we go. The orbital laser, a little too far, isn't going to actually connect with anything. And the monster, it looks like, is going to win this round. The orbital or Tech Sergeant Hank could make it, but I think that he's out of place and probably not going to be able to make the relay and not be able to survive for an entire minute. So GG on the monster, did a really good job. Really close after that second dome where it really left him charred, battered, and bruised. But then the monster was able to get some good focus down, avoiding the dome and taking care of business. Yeah, we decided to do a tier 1 variation. I'm excited. Eventually we'll be able to do that with tier 2 and tier 3. How amazing is that? So it looks like the monster is going to go away. Now, from the monster's point of view, he should be able to see, especially because misses the pounce. Is going to make the dropship come. So it'll be interesting. So he will go down the support. So there will be no support. Ooh, nice orbital there. That was actually really well played. Going to force the monster to run away. Probably will come back and go ahead and down the body. But it will prevent him from coming in this next engagement. So the team's not going to have any kind of shielding once they go in. Interesting that he's got shields on him. Oh. I wonder if that's an actual thing or not. I don't see... Okay, yeah, it's not. It was just a graphical glitch. And there we go. Daisy getting focused. Getting a rock thrown in her face. Daisy lighting the monster up. Light him up. Fantastic music video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and Google Evolve. Light him up. I really like the song. And it looks like Dead staying away from the combat. Assault getting focused. Assault is down. And it looks like it is just Mono E Dead. And Dead is going to try and run away, but I don't think that Rogue Val will be able to survive on her own for an entire 2 minutes. So, once again, GG to the monster, doing a pretty good job. Really pulled it out from that second engagement. And this is how you roach. You just go ahead. Nice dodging by Dead. I do know that Dead does, like I said, he's on a competitive team. So if you want to learn how to kind of avoid monsters, watch people like this. Like you can kind of see how he kind of uses the terrain, circles around it, goes up and down to change elevation, and does a generally a good time of getting away. Does get knocked into. This is going to look pretty bad. Ooh, go backwards. There you go. Now go back. Force the monster to come to you, and then, yeah. There you go. So that gives Dead a lot of time to go ahead and bulk up his healing regen. He might try and make use of this L shape here. This L shape is pretty problematic for some of the monsters. I don't know if he realizes that, but he could fire breath through those grates and actually hit the hunter. And it does look like the Dead is going to get focused here, and we'll see him get focused. Ooh. Managed to get away with a split second. Oh. I wish I could see his cooldown. His cooldown's probably almost up. So close. Good game. That was really good skills for Dead. I think like an extra second or two and that heal burst would have been up.
I am sorry, folks. That was an embarrassing... That was an embarrassing performance for me.
Give him a kiss. Good game.
Can I get a kiss, Aiden?
Well, yeah, well, it was a good game. I'm just saying I wish I could have performed better.
That was a really intense match. Yeah, you just can't talk between windows. That was a really intense match. Like, after that second dome, I was pretty sure that the Hunters had it. There's 2 strikes, and you had less than half health. But you did like, the monster did a really good job. There was twice when you just juked past the medic, and it was just phenomenal. Well, the first time it was with the support, and then the second time with the medic, and it got you those evolves that you needed. So, really good job there. Really good job surviving Dead. I think that, like, 1 or 2 more seconds, and you might have been able to get your heal burst back up, and then you might have been able to get pull that out of your butt.
Came up just as I was encamped.
Yep. Good times. Okay, let's go ahead and randomize it up again.
Yeah.